The cool thing about Photoshop, it gives you several options to do a task. In this case, I want to place him here with this background, and notice they're black and white. So it's important to have your images kind of look similar, okay, if you can, so it won't look photoshopped. But we're just practicing right now for the path. So let me show you, there's two ways to do it, especially if you have a clear background, there's nothing going on, no distractions. You can easily just do this. You can do what you've learned already in the Refine Edge tool by using the quick selection tool and click and drag down, just like you did with the portraits with the hair, right? You can do it that way and outline him and then copy and paste into the document. Oh, one thing I forgot to show you in this video is make sure your image sizes are the same. Because I just noticed when I was dragging this, it was taking a little long and a little long to outline. That's because the image is probably really big. So I'm going to check. Well, I'm going to check the background first. My background image. Yeah, look at that, 83 inches. I'm going to go with 25. Okay, and we'll leave it that size. Well, actually, Command 0. Okay, and then I'm going to go with this with him. Actually, I'm not going to need the whole picture. I'm just going to need it just from shoulder to shoulder. A little space margin at the end. Click OK. Go back to your arrow or image size, and let's see. His height is 50 inches. And the image size here, his height is 16, so I'm going to go with him at 14 inches in height, so it'll fit inside. So image 14. Yeah, see, that's why my outline was taking a while. So Command 0, there we go. I'm going to Command minus it just a little bit. All right, here we go. So I can use, with the clear background, the quick selection tool. See how much faster that's going now? Earlier it was just taking so long because the file was 83 inches, so that's really good. So just like that, outline him to the edge. Okay, there's, just grab all this, make sure all this is selected. Alright, I seem to have everything selected. I can go copy, click on my next image, and then paste. Okay, I'm going to call this one. You don't have to do this. I'm just showing you for the lesson purposes. So this one, I'm going to double click it and call it the quick selection tool. All right, so I'm going to move him. Oops, move him over. If your images are not moving when you select it, make sure you have auto select turned on with the layer. Okay, those are obvious because if you're not telling Photoshop that you want to do that. All right, there's my quick selection. All right, go back to my image and click Command D. Here's another quick way to do it. Instead of selecting the person, if your background's solid color or anything that's not distracting in the background, you can actually select the background. Okay, not the person. Select the outline of the person. Okay, look at that. It's a lot quicker. Then select inverse, and now look at it selects him. Command C or edit copy, and then Command V. Okay, quick selection tool. B, I'm going to call it quick selection tool B. Okay, I'm going to turn those off, and then if you want to really get defined, you're going to use the pen tool. The pen tool is really cool because look at this. I'm going to start right about here. I'm going to click and drag, oops, Command Z, click and drag. Some of you are saying, oh no, I'm not, there's no way I'm going to do that. But if you learn this, it's going to really help you with certain projects, especially if you had a background here. You can't do the quick selection tool because the background will get in the way in most cases. Here you have the pen tool and you can outline the person. Yes, it does take a little longer, but it's worth it. Believe me, it's worth it. And now, I believe the new Photoshop has something where it outlines it for you. I'm not sure. I have to check it out once we get the new Photoshops coming in. So I'm going to click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. So I'll keep doing this if you want to fast forward the video until he's all outlined. If you're still listening, then I'm clicking and dragging, clicking and dragging. Ooh, I messed up there. So I'm going to use the command key to the left of the space bar. It turns that into a little arrow. I'm going to move it back. And now I can continue on. Click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. Now at the bottom over here, I'll hold the shift key. Shift keeps it nice and even. Go right about here. Click and then click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. I'll fix that later. Click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. I should actually zoom in while I'm doing this, but just for time purposes, I'll do it right when I'm getting towards the end. Click and drag, click and drag. Now again, this is an advanced task, so if you don't get it, that's okay. You can keep practicing because this is so awesome. I love using the pen tool. It takes patience, but all right. So I'm going to zoom in right at this point. And I'm going to hold my command key down. It turns that arrow to clear, and it allows me where I want to point, my next anchor point. So I'm clicking and dragging, clicking and dragging, clicking and dragging, just like that. Okay, since he has hair going, I'm going to go ahead and give him a beard cut right there. Now here's the point where we connect. See that circle? That means you're ready to connect. Command 0. Double click my work path. If your work path is not on, make sure you go Window, Paths. Double click that baby right there. And then here we go, right there. All right, he's outlined now. Now we're going to go to Edit, Copy, and then Edit, Paste. So there he is. You can see where I messed up, right? I'll just go in there and fix it. Just like that. So I'm going to go in there and just do the erasing just like you did with the magazine and your define brush tool. The cool thing about a person having a beanie on is you can do whatever shape you want, which is cool because it doesn't really show as long as you don't get too extreme. Alright, so there we go. And then I'll go in there and fix that later with the hair and everything. Let me show you the next thing you can do. If you feel your image is too small, you want to move a little bigger, just no problem. Remember, Command T, hold the Shift key down, okay, and then click Return. If you feel that your background's too dark, just go to select the background, go to Image Adjustments, and you can pick levels, curves, any one of these. And I'm going to pick this one like this, lighten the background a bit, just like that. And this is how we make our ads. Over there, like that, and just use the type tool, and type in a brand company or something, and you go with 85, yes. Over, put them in between. Yes, I can change the color, right? You guys remember how to change the color? Select it, go up here, go to white, maybe a gray, maybe one of these colors here. Let's go one of these colors there. And it's not, I don't like bold, let's go regular. And there's another, I think theirs is actually the orange shirt, something like that. Remember, I'm doing ads for guests. All right, so there's something you can do. You can play around with. You can do little ads. It's called advertising art. Really fun, and that's how you learn how to do outlines and combine two images together.